In a small village of Bashni, there lived a hardworking businessman named Leon. Leon had several chains of businesses in the village, and he was lucky enough to own a beautiful house. But despite all the success, Leon felt empty. His friends advised him to get married, and after years of persuasion, he finally got married. Leon married Nina, a beautiful lady that was so kind-hearted and hardworking, and together they expanded their businesses. Leon and Nina became so busy that they didn't notice how years had passed, and yet they did not have children. One day, Leon's friend visited him at his place of work, and they had a long conversation which triggered the fact that he had no children despite being married for 3 years. His friend persuaded him to marry a second wife who would cover his shame and give him an heir to all his wealth. Leon sat down in deep thoughts, and without consulting his wife, he went to the neighboring village and married a second wife by the name Lorna. Lorna and Nina became best of friends, helping each other when it came to chores and taking turns to sleep with their husband. Many years passed by, and Lorna and Nina slowly approached menopause. Leon was frustrated, but he loved his wives. He wondered what he had done wrong that God saw it wise not to bless him with children, despite having married 2 beautiful wives. One day, Leon took a walk admiring all the lands he had bought. He then met a maiden that he could not resist. Drawn by her beauty, Leon followed her just to know where she came from. The following day, Leon walked to her compound with gifts, having the intention to get to know her better. The maiden was mesmerized, and she welcomed Leon and served him food as they got to know each other. At the end of the conversation, Kia agreed to marry Leon with a promise of conceiving as fast as possible. Days later, Leon walked to his compound with a new young wife, and he turned his 2 wives to be the slaves of Kia. Kia was beautiful but so arrogant and selfish. She was a troublemaker who didn't respect Nina and Lorna despite their age differences. She mocked them for being barren, but months later, Kia didn't conceive. She decided to lure one of the village men who found her attractive, and she lay with him. Months later, Kia discovered that she was pregnant and told her husband, who was more than grateful to God for finally remembering him with an heir. Kia became more careless with the words to her senior co-wives. She demanded for things aimlessly and got angry when things were not done her way. Months later, Kia got into labor, but her labor pains were prolonged. Nina and Lorna helped her to deliver her son, and immediately she gave birth, a strange spirit took over her and started saying,
"Call Leon, call Leon."
When Leon came in the hut, the spirit said,
"Leon, do you remember me? Let me trigger your memory. My name is Lucy, the girl who got pregnant and forced her to abort. I begged you to let me keep my baby, but you killed me because I was stubborn, and before I could take my last breath, I swore that you'll never know the cry of a baby, no matter how many wives you marry. I'm sure you think this child is yours. No, he isn't. Your wife here slept with another man when she realized you couldn't make her pregnant. And because she has gone against what I swore, she will not live to see her son. She will die. I will spare your child because of your 2 wives who are so loving and do not deserve what they found themselves into."
The spirit then left Kai, and Kai died just as the spirit had said. Lina and Lorna were left in astonishment as to what their husband had done. But again, they were so excited that they got to raise a baby together, just as they had always wished. Many years later, Leon died out of depression, and Lorna and Nina lived happily ever after, raising their son, Ken. The end. If you've enjoyed this story this far, please do not leave without giving it a like, subscribe and share. Please consider leaving a comment on the comment section telling me whether you enjoyed the story and telling me whatever city or country you're watching me from for me to give you a shout out on the next episode of Wonder Tales by Julian.